Yeah, yeah, man. Yo, Malachi. Yo, Malachi. You what? Yeah. Bad, banner. Oh, the predicament. Yo, Malachi, look at the same Malachi, you can just Malachi, in a music that we know that you are the mother guy. Oh, the music, the Malachi, that you can't make it anything. You just be thinking about that so much. Yeah, my brother Malachi, you say you think the guy is music straight and what I say. Malachi, you're number one. Plays the most tiny songs on the radio.
Vision again. RSR, let me tell you what I'm saying. The youth see a lot of them refuse it. But it don't matter cause I come to put a message in the music. To put a message in the although the youth see a lot of them refuse it, I go put it in the music. Them with the gun down in the ghetto, them abuse it. See, I go put it in the music. Blissful melodies come from heaven, so it's praise I give into the King that's given it. And I know many go refuse it. Still I go put it in the music. Before they teach the youths about the ABCs, they teach about the Uzis and the M16s. They mess up the psyche of the young babies who grow up with no respect for the young ladies. Oh, sir, the place get corrupt. My voice had to raise and I can't stay quiet. And like glass to fray, whole place go erupt. Every positive youth, let we blaze a fire. Although the youths, yeah, a lot of them refuse it, I go put it in the music. Them with the gun down in the ghetto, them abuse it, Lord. But I go put it in the music. Blissful melodies come from heaven, so it's praise I give into the King that given it. And I know many go refuse it. Still I go put it in the music. See, we don't need no forward. Them boy coward. Do it for the likes, but the standards lowered. Following the hype, them abuse them powers. Who go teach the youths them morals? All of them wanna just fly out overseas, jump up on a plane just to mash up on a stage. They just want fame, everybody know the name. I don't fret if the radio don't play my song again. I go play if the youth see a lot of them refuse it, I go put it in the music. Then when the gun down in the ghetto, them abuse it, Lord. But I go put it in the music, Lord. Blissful melodies come from heaven. It's praise I give into the King that given me. And I know many go refuse it. Still I go put it in the music. I go put it in the music. Many get it wrong, but it's more than just a song. Pen the words the right way, you can turn the world around. The word is teaching one thing, while the world teaching the wrong thing. So I go stand for something, and it don't matter what nobody say. Although a lot of them refuse it, I go put it in the music. Them with the gun down in the ghetto, them abuse it, Lord. But I go put it in the music, cause blissful melodies come from heaven, so it's praise I give into the King that given me. And I know many go refuse it, hey, but I go put it in the, I go put it in the music, hey, put it in the, I go put it in the, I go put it in the music, hey, Judah, I go put it in the, say we go put it in the music, hey, everybody, let me hold our vibes, open your eyes, please don't compromise, hey, you better watch what you're writing, cause it's frightening, the kind of music for the youth and them liking, it's evil spirits for the youth them inviting, lucky they get strike down with lightning, boy it's frightening, the world blighted, the youth could really use a little enlightening, yeah. So I says I'm gonna put it in the music, oh Lord,
I'm gonna put it in the music. Welcome to the Rush Guyana's Industry Show. I am the Afro-Politan, that's Malachi with my co-host Martain Al-Ameen. Hope you had a great weekend. We're back with you. You know how we do on a Motivational Monday. What a go on, my brother Martin. Magua.
Greetings, brother. Greetings, man.
Yeah, you know how we do it on a Monday. We hit you with that vibe to motivate you. You know, we gonna put that good message in the music. You know how we do right here in the Rush. Stay glued. We got a lot more in store. We got a dynamic program lined up for you today, Monday. Don't touch the dial. Stay glued.
This is a warning, my people. Watch how you are seek, watch how you are look. Cause some of the things that you may find can work against you. I know, cause I've been searching to find. I couldn't find nobody like you, so nobody couldn't love me like you do. I've been searching to find. Nobody can do it like you. Nobody. First things first, can I make my boast in you? Jesus, Elohim, can I mention the things that you do? Fierce, you keep on chanting for your people in the spirit, just so we can cut in the earth realm. You're making intercessions for we to your Father. I write him say, hold on, Daddy. I know how they feel, touched by the feelings of their infirmities. Eh? Don't take them out of the earth, I beg your pardon. So I tell you I seek when you're searching to find. I couldn't find nobody like you, so nobody couldn't love me like you do. I've been searching to find. Nobody can do it like you. Nobody. Remember I was there in the furnace when them blaze it up 70 times 7. Just for your sons, yes, you made a way. You showed up, so the fire couldn't burn them, couldn't consume them. Even though the wicked one, them try to school them. For this cause of the cross, yes, you sent me the price you paid. Oh, gosh, him say, hold on, Daddy. Don't take them out yet. There's some people in the earth and they're making those steps for you. Don't take them out of the earth, I beg your pardon. So I tell you I seek when you're searching to find. I couldn't find nobody like you, so nobody couldn't love me like you do. I've been searching to find. I couldn't find nobody like you, nobody. So brother man stand firm in his might and in his glory. All the part him set before he. And if them tell you that you can't, tell them that you can. One go tell you like a story. Said he's boasting on us in the air, from way up on his throne. Capture his thoughts and let it be known that there's a great high priest interceding for we. Oh gosh, him say, hold on, Daddy. I know how they feel. I've been touched by the feelings of their infirmities. Eh? Don't take them out of the earth, I beg your pardon. So I tell you I seek when you're searching to find. I couldn't find nobody like you, so nobody couldn't love me like you do. I've been searching to find. Nobody can do it like you.
You're tuned in to DJ Matt.
Yes.
Always represent Guyanese music all the time.
Brother man, watch how you are sick. Alright then. Brother man, watch how you are sick. Brother man, watch how you are sick.
Yeah, man.
Real ones only.
Solid youth.
No fake ones around me.
Yeah,
nah.
Remix.
Show me my real friends.
Real ones only.
My real friends. Can't trust no flesh. God, show me my real friends. My real friends. And if I trust somebody with it in their heart, reveal them. Like how we still got clean them. Refurbish and seal them. Two things I can't trust for sure. Mankind and feelings.
people. I know everybody trustworthy. Aye. Mankind so wicked, just evil. I'm only human, so it don't must hurt me. Them a itch and I work like switch. Today them a friend, tomorrow them a snitch. Aye. Now for them a sell out for the rich. Forget where them come from, burn bridge. Father God, me a beg you. Me no want to be hateful. No, me don't see them ungrateful. No loyalty, them unfaithful. Me still a pray for them playful. Although it's so painful. Me no want old grudge. Me want show love. Forgive and just blessings more gainful.
Show me my real friends. My real friends. And if I trust somebody with it in their heart, reveal them. Like how we still got clean them. Refurbish and seal them. Two things I can't trust for sure. Mankind and feelings. Dear God, as I pray, if any wolf should come my way, strip off the sheep coating. Keep them out when we hosting. Cause I don't claim to be perfect. And I don't toast in no plastic. Though I use real glass only. Cause me no want fake a road. Show me my real friends. My real friends. And if I trust somebody with it in their heart, reveal them. Like how we still got clean them. Refurbish and seal them. Two things I can't trust for sure. Mankind and feelings. You know it's some people, it's not said and not done. Where did we get that from? Don't say things you don't mean. Don't promise people if you can't give. Why should you always come first? You should choose another way. Here, you can use my compass. God, you know how I stay. Really don't want fake love in my heart. Show me my real friends. My real friends. And if I trust somebody with it in their heart, reveal them. Like how we still got clean them. Refurbish and seal them. Two things I can't trust for sure. Mankind and feelings.
Yeah.
Kneel and pray.
Don't know what to trust these days.
Come my way. Strip off the sheep coat.
Only man we put my trust in is
Keep them
God.
out when we hosting. I'm not
Can't even
perfect.
trust your own
I'm
flesh.
in a toast with no plastic. No, I use real glass only. Me no want fake around me.
Voice over Yannick Adolfo with some brand new music. That one is called Show Me My Real Friends. Trust me, you gotta look out for yourself. Make sure you keep yourself safe. Shout out to all those guys who had a great weekend. Of course, the guys in the UK. Shout out to TC Fords. I know you love that one. Real friends. Trust me, it's very difficult to find real friends nowadays. If you're wondering what the weather forecast is going to be like in London for today, it's going to be mostly cloudy skies in the UK today. Temperature is going to be at 21 degrees Celsius. Precipitation is going to be at 0%, humidity 58%, and wind at 8 kilometers an hour. In the Big Apple, New York City, it's going to be sunny skies today. Temperature is going to be at 24 degrees Celsius. Precipitation is at 0%, humidity 62%, and wind at 10 kilometers an hour. In Atlanta, Georgia, it's going to be mostly sunny skies today in Atlanta. Temperatures 26 degrees Celsius. Precipitation 0%, humidity 83%, and wind at 11 kilometers an hour. In Canada, in Toronto, it's going to be sunny. Temperature is going to be at 17 degrees Celsius. Precipitation 0%, humidity 72%, and wind at 10 kilometers an hour. In Antigua and Barbuda in the Caribbean Sea, it's going to be mostly sunny skies today. Temperature is going to be at 27 degrees Celsius. Precipitation 0%, humidity 82%, and wind will be gusting at 26 kilometers an hour. That's in Antigua and Barbuda. Big shout out to the guys in St. John's, Antigua, the capital of Antigua and Barbuda. In Guyana, in Georgetown, the capital city, it's going to be cloudy skies today. Temperature is going to be at 26 degrees Celsius. Precipitation 5%, humidity 88%, and wind is going to be mild at 5 kilometers an hour. You know how we do it? Different right here in the Rush. Just about 15 minutes after the hour. Remember, if you're heading to work, please take it easy on the roadway. It's kind of wet. It's damp. you know they got some pedestrians on the road, but you don't want to splash water on them as you go. Stay glued to the rush. We got a lot more music in store, and of course, when I get back with you, how we do it different.
Come along, oh now, yeah. Woo, 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 woo. I was born in a faraway country, Southside country. I believe in you, so come along, we can make it work. We can do this. Ooh, too long we've been this way. I believe in you. We can make it work. Yes, I believe it. We can make it. We can make it work.
We can make it work. Only together. Let's start the process that's gonna make generations better. We never born with it. From we're born we're great. Can't allow we differences to make we separate.
One dirty build and one cocoa full basket, and we can make it through the storm together if we try. Ooh. I believe in you, so come along, we can make it work. We can do this. Ooh. Too long we've been this way. I believe in you. We can make it work. Yes, I believe it. We can make it. We can make it
We
work.
all come together and live as one. Unity is strength, which is the foundation. Make we join hands in hand and sing this one. Love is the only answer.
Cause divided before we need to make a change. We can make it work. You're my sister and I'm your brother. So why should we fight down each other?
Freedom. Yeah, one thing for sure, two things for certain. Yeah, you could have rich or be a poor person. Somehow we happy, others certain. It's true. Nobody no better than the other person.
This is not but likes and fame nor vanity, but get a youth we get rich and own property. After all, them don't give away half the economy. Music with me love, so me go do it. We take care of me family. I believe in you. So come along, we can make it work. We can do this. Ooh, too long we've been this way. I believe in you. We can make it work. Yes, I believe it. We can make it. We can make it work.
So we could make it work, all of us from the dirt. Let's motivate, elevate, let's get this work. Let's stick together with my boys, yeah, we put in work. I'm from the south side, G-Star, I got that work.
Right now we giving praises. Come together, it's why we going through the different phases. As a team, we going to make it. Once you hold on firm with the power of your might.
Local like black tea, no division as a team. Elevation is the key. Hold your head up, live your dreams for real. Shoulders to the wheel, nothing come between. Last suffer, die and breed. We can make it, just believe.
Your texture might be nappy, and yours might be straight. We still brothers, me want to see elevate. Let us rebuild together, resuscitate. That your place and my place.
I believe in you. So come along, we can make it work. We can do this. Ooh, too long we've been this way. I believe in you. We can make it work. Yes, I believe it. We can make it. We can make it work.
On the division, me no do separation. Now talk down your brother, you feel up and make him shine. The only we get on one mission. So we no make we set a plan. So open up your eyes and make we breathe the vision. Yo, we have to make it even if them fight we down. Cause them never see you when you're building from the ground. When you're building them a comfy, try to break you down. Cause them alone, have to be the ones who wear the crown, stand tall.
I believe in you. I believe it. We can make it work. We can do this. Ooh, too long we've been this way. I believe in you. We can do it. We can make it work. 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 We can make it work
Trust me, we can make it work if we all come together. You know how we do Motivational Mondays? We hit you with that new music, new vibe out of 83,000 square miles. The only place you're going to get it is right here in The Rush, Guyana's Industry Show.
You want. My obedience is worth more than my song. Not performance, no performance. I just to say I did. I got to examine every praise I give, every hand I lift. Did it come from a pure heart? Did it come from a clean heart? Cause I know these days strange fire is being offered up, thinking it's your desire, but no, you deserve more than your children putting on a show. Cause I know my best is not enough. You are looking at the altar of my heart. Not performance, no performance. My yes is what you want. My obedience is more than a song. Not performance, no performance. Lord, will you take me back to those days and those nights when my passion was for you to be pleased with my life? I'd seek your face. I'd find my place at the feet of the Master. You want a broken spirit and a contrite heart. You desire truth on the inside part. And I'm closing off the curtain, end of the show. Cause if it's one thing that I know, it is that my best is not enough. You are checking out the altar of my heart. Not performance, you don't want performance. Oh, my yes is what you want. My obedience is worth more than my soul. Not performance, you don't want performance. Let me tell it as it is. Bitch, me use my tongue for worship, then me use my tongue for gossip. Claim say you well please, but you tell me that is not yet unforgiveness in my heart and still standing as a prophet. Holy Spirit tell me if you stop it. Oh, reverence in my heart for the king, cause I forgot it. Surrender every pride, everything, every habit. Make your things and I've got what me hate. Patrick, brother, come up with the instrument and clap it. All my best is not enough. You are checking out the altar of my heart. Not performance, you love a performance. Oh, my yes is what you want. My obedience is better than sacrifices. Not performance, more. Oh, my best is not enough. You are searching out the altar of my heart. Oh, no performance. Oh, I give you my all, whatever you want. My obedience is more than a song, more than melody. It's more than a song. I am running to the altar. Oh, Jesus, I am running to the altar.
That's the voice of a Guyanese gospel, renowned gospel artist by the name of Samuel Madass. Gotta look up for this guy. He's been in New York City for the Guyana Day. And of course, check him out he's been nominated for the Caribbean Music Award 2025. I got a double play from this particular artist. Stay glued when I get back with you. You know, we got the news headlines from the DPI right here in The Rush. Hold on, why is it taking so long to play?
Oh Lord, yeah, I'm running to the altar.
praise. But when I opened the papers and I turned on the news, for a minute I was taken back. Missing murder, corruption, domestic abuse. I couldn't deal with that. And I said, Jesus, tell me how you see it. Come and free us. I don't want to live in fear. And I heard Jesus say to me, last time I checked, son, me no need no hair from the body. Oh yeah, last time I checked, oh, my ways are better and my thoughts are higher than yours. Last time I checked, my blood was enough, is enough for you. And your life is hidden me, and I'm still good. The last time I checked, I see all the times and seasons. You have the final say. All we have to do is pray your kingdom come. Let your will be done. People need someone to believe in. So many, many voices out there, but we know you're the only one. True life in the sun, but when I pray the desperation of the people them. For a minute I was taken back. False prophets on the rise and darkness in their eyes. But cannot deal with that. And I said, Jesus, tell me how you see it. Come and free us. I don't want to live this way. And I heard Jesus say to me, last time I checked, oh, me no need no hair from nobody, not even you. Last time I checked, my wisdom and my ways are better than yours. Last time I checked, my blood was enough, it is enough for you. And your life is hidden me, and I'm still good. Hear me now, you were living in the last days. I'm pouring up to my spirit in the earth. My people don't have fear, just get ready for what I'm about to birth. I have a remnant that will not bow, and even though they're coming out, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Put your fear to rest because oh, me don't need no help from nobody, not even you. Last time I checked, you can instruct the one who is all wise and all knowing. Last time I checked, my name was enough, is enough for you. And your life is hidden in me, and I'm still good. Let me say it again. Last time I checked, me don't need no hair from the body. Oh, yeah. Last time I checked, I'm the one who determines the bounds and the habitation of my people.
We're tuned in to preach right
my
now.
blood
Always
is enough for you. And your life is hidden in me, and I'm still God. Nobody can snatch it. Your life is hidden in me, and I'm still God. The enemy just have to watch it. Your life is hidden in me, and I'm still God. The last time I checked.
That's a double play coming out of gospel renowned artist Samuel L. Madas. Last time I checked, just about 30 minutes after the hour, you're in tune to the Rush Guyana's industry show. Around this time, we drop the news headlines from iNews Guyana for today, Monday, and they read, Albion meeting is the largest in history of our country, so says President Ali. US $200 million funded for small and medium-sized enterprises is announced. Region 6 to be the Caribbean's technical training capital. 6,000 acres of new pasture lands, feed plants, and cold storage coming to Region 6. State-of-the-art recreational facility for Albion community. And facts, not rhetoric, so says the PPPC, about the road construction in Region 7. Those are a few of the news headlines on the DPI, the Guyana Information Service. You can check them out for more details. Of course, you can stay glued to the Rush. You know how we do it different. That new music, new vibe out of 83,000 square miles. The only place you're going to get it and get familiar with it is right here in the Rush with yours truly, Malachi, with my co-host Martain Al-Ameen.
Why fire burn them drugs? Yo, I not DP Records is not lie. Hey, Rasta see practically, and then me want the proper color. Like everybody popping Molly, then it's bare folly going on in the alley. Rasta seat actually. And then me want the proper color. And them would rather pop a Molly than it's bare folly going on. For sheer spliff nowadays I just can't bother. Cause some in only rolling up the weed with grabber. No it's all kinds of other things they're putting inside. Talking about it make them bother. So there's no love for them one another. And there's no enough for them mama and them dada. Who in sniffing them a swallow. I not just now follow past me chalwa. Rasta seed practically. And then me want the proper color. Like everybody popping Molly, then it's bare folly going on in the alley. Rasta seed actually. Them don't support the ganja rally. And them would rather pop a Molly than it's somebody gonna murder. Hey. If it's not Molly, then the sugar and the eggs. White rum, cocaine and cigarettes. Sprite with cough, syrup and Xanax. It's only Jah know with them coming with next. I know we mashing up the youth them head. Them excited when I trigger figure press. Say them want see inside of somebody flesh. Them like when people dead. Why? Rasta see practically. Them me want the proper color. Like everybody popping Molly, then it's bare folly going on in the alley. Rasta seat actually. Them don't support the ganja rally. And them would rather pop a Molly, then it's bare folly going on. Enough youths get caught in the web. But this time youth you need to reflect on yourself and show some respect. Your parents' teachings don't forget. Mindful of the friends you select. But influence that get the check. Anytime, anywhere it get the check. You know we step it, get recheck. Hey, Rasta seed practically. And then me want the proper color. Everybody popping Molly, then it's bare folly going on in the alley. Rasta seed actually. Them don't support the ganja rally. And them would rather pop a Molly than yeah, somebody gonna murder. Rasta seed practically. And them me want the color. Everybody popping Molly, then it's bare folly going on in the alley. Rasta seed actually. And then me want the color. Like everybody popping Molly, then it's fair robbery and murder.
Whoa, 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 na na na. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Whoa, whoa, no. Timing is everything. And everything in its own time. Rastafari is everything. Words on power, manifesting law. Timing is everything. And everything in its own time. Yeah. Rastafari is everything. Words on power, manifesting law. Now is the time for you to wake up and live. Yeah. Love is the only way, so wake up and live. Joy and happiness is all that I bring. Words of hope and inspiration I sing. Timing is everything, and everything in its own timing. Yeah. Rastafari is everything. Words of power manifesting Lord. Timing is everything, and everything in its own timing. Yeah. Rastafari is everything. Words of power manifesting. Yeah. I saw him wash his servant's feet. Wake and conscious mind and defeat. One glorious intention and seat. Head of parliamental deceit. They mislead and manipulate. Them propagate weed and I spread it. Plant a seed and graduate. Smoke the weed and meditate. Timing is everything. Everything in its own timing. Yeah. Rastafari is everything. Words on power, manifesting law. Timing is everything. And everything in its own timing. Oh, Rastafari is everything. Words of power, manifesting, Lord. Them doctrine and them dogmas disqualify I. Highly I Selassie, I never deny I. Without beginning and no ending. You see the youth, them multiply, yeah. Make sure you give them knowledge of the mystery and them culture. I'll get full and a popular in pop culture. Tell me have to tell them about them roots and culture. Defend the faith against culture. Pop culture breed and duplicate. Them want money so them fabricate. Hollywood feed them lies and delusions illuminate. I live to last year, I defend. Timing is everything. And everything in its own time, yeah. Rastafari is everything. Words of power, manifesting, yeah. Timing is everything. And everything in its own time, oh. Rastafari is everything. Words of power, manifesting, Lord, hey. Timing is everything. And everything in its own time, yeah. Rastafari is everything. Words of power, manifesting, yeah. Rastafari. Yeah, man, majesty, more life and more love, you know? Yeah, man.
You know how we do in the rush. That is one of the most phenomenal Guyanese artists by the name of Archangel with Timing is Everything. For real though, timing is everything. All right, make sure you call us on +592 641 0945. You can leave your comments in the comments section, of course, and you can hit Martin up on
305-713-8595.
All right, so today's topic, so you can get ready for the second hour. Today we're going to be talking about, journalism and what is real journalism in terms of critical analysis, looking at these real news stories. Also, we'll be diving in a little bit to this particular case with an ex-teachers union head being sentenced for rape. Also, we want to dive into, that issue of the killing of that young teacher in Linden. If you didn't know, the perpetrator was caught early this morning, in the wee hours of the morning, I think it was. And of course, we want to talk a little bit of what is happening in the downtown, Georgetown, because it seems as though a few petty thieves are rampant again. And the Guyana police force is trying to stamp that out. So we're going to talk a lot about those. Stay glued to the rush. You know how we do it different. Of course, you can hit us up. Let us know what your thoughts are. And you can call, join the conversation as well. Don't touch that dial. Stay glued to slamfm.co.uk. Majestic Music Radio, my exclusive radio. Cut and Clear Radio. 102.3, 96.7, Triple R Radio, and Studio M. You know how we do it different.
Fire of the blaze. Man take offense and them say can't be too dread nowadays. I and I no fear dirty Bobby wrong. See them and them evilous ways. Them corrupted depart from his majesty. Highly I Selassie I we pray.
You're tuned in to DJ
Rastaman policy is peace and love. So burn out the enmity, the hate and the grudge because the vendors of the faith don't budge. Because we're born as the warriors of flames and blood. We not go dwell up with the scanners and pigs in mud. Cause anything not right, it get an instant run. Some wolf are coming like a sheep play clown. Don't think like you're wise like the great Solomon. Instead the fire of the blaze. Woman take offense and them say can't be too dread nowadays.
and I no fear dirty Bobby wrong. See them and them evil face. Them corrupted depart from his majesty. Highly I Selassie I we pray. Now just weights and balance. When the earth return to naturality. Why man to man is so unjust a pedigree. As it was, you know it never shall be. Hey, just weights and balance. Judgment I go get you, Mr. Wickedy. In a nuclear, no fear technology. Man to woman, a life energy. Hey, they said the fire of the blaze. Man take offense and them say, can't be too dread nowadays. I and I no fear dirty Bobby wrong. See them and them evil ways. Them corrupted depart from his majesty. Highly I Selassie I we pray. Now let me know. Jehovah, it's hard to be yourself beyond the wall. Cause nowadays no Rasta preaching Paul. That's why them fire on a stall. Liberty is on a string that's some ball. I thought them was a real but that's a fall. Like them not yes Selassie call. Them sit down in a bar with alcohol. Them choose to stoop to conquer, that's a call. Them quick to sell out like a stall. You look the part but really you're a fraud. You call yourself a liar, you're a fraud. I mean the fire of the blaze. Man take offense and them say can't be too dread nowadays. I and I no fear dirty Bobby wrong. See them and them evil face. Them corrupted depart from his majesty. Highly I Selassie I we pray. Now
more time you can't take the crime and violence, you know. I mean, just have to seek a quiet place and ask the most out for guidance. Yeah. No love in them eyes at all envy when we climb the wall. Tell them the most I choose I. And all them do is abuse I, but just say he will never refuse I. No compassion in them speech at all. Even though man bow down and them feet a ball. It's like them can't see. It's like them don't care. It's like them don't live with love because them don't care. Me hear them run down money and get run down. Rasta stay in the hills and I run downtown. Me hear police them a run downtown. Man I run I down at all. The I stand firm like wall. Tell them the I nah creep and the I nah crawl. The I nah stoop low. The I and I stand tall. And the eye, but I just in the most I jar. So here I cry, oh Lord, cause me not see no love in them eyes at all. All envy when we climb the wall, tell them the most I choose I.
You're tuned in to DPI Guyana. It's always representing Guyanese music all the time.
No remorse, even though man bow down and them feet a ball. It's like them can't see, it's like them don't care. It's like them don't live in love because them don't care. How you forget it and accept it when the youth them want it. Kill innocent people and talk about how them want it. Good seeds feel so I chant it. How you feel take life and you not got the power to grant it. Your heart is not clean. You want to cross to get to use them dreams. And you now build them self-esteem. What the higher wait for is for the most life to intervene. No love in the eyes. All envy when we climb the wall. Tell them the most I choose I. And all them do is abuse I. But just say he will never refuse I. No compassion in them speech at all. No remorse even though man bow down and them feet a ball. It's like them can't see. It's like them don't care. It's like them don't deal with love because them don't care. Everywhere you go, yeah, things are escalating. It's like no man in the world lose try, but enough of them still late. Me wonder what they will do when the right time come. When Jah comfy claim his kingdom, and fire and brimstone him start to fling down. Where you are gonna run? Me not see no love in them eyes at all. All envy when we climb the wall. Tell them the most I choose I. And all them do is abuse I. But just say he will never refuse I. No compassion in them speech at all. No remorse even no man bow down in them feet to ball. It's like them can't see. It's like them don't care. It's like them don't deal with love because them don't care. Them run down money and get gunned down. Rasta stay in the hills and run downtown. Me hear police them a run downtown. Now run I down at all. The I stand firm like wall. Tell them the I nah creep and the I nah crawl. The I nah stoop low. The I and I stand tall. And the I put I trust in the most I jaw. So here I cry, oh Lord, cause me nah see no love in them eyes at all. Them envy when we climb the wall. Tell them the most I choose I. And all them do is abuse I. But just say he will never refuse I. No compassion in them speech at all. No remorse, even no man bow down in them feet to ball. It's like them can't see. It's like them don't care. It's like them don't deal with love because them don't care. No love in them eyes at all. Them envy when we climb the wall. Tell them the most I choose I. And all them do is abuse I. But just say he will never refuse I. No compassion in them speech at all. No remorse even no man bow down in them feet to ball. It's like them can't see. It's like them don't care. It's like them don't deal with love because them don't care. No love in them eyes at all. Them envy when we climb the wall. Tell them the most I choose I. And all them do is abuse I. But just say he will never refuse I. No compassion in them speech at all. No remorse even no man bow down in them feet to fall. It's like them can't see. It's like them don't care. It's like them don't deal with love because them don't care. No love.
I love this one coming out of Alabama. Shout out to all the guys in Kingston, Jamaica, Wagwan, Lego, all the way in Waterhouse. You know how we do in the rush. We hit you with that new music, new vibe. We're going to drop one more. And of course, we got to pay some bills and come back with you in the second hour. You know how we do. We're going to open up the phone lines today, Monday. Motivational Mondays. The music is different.
On the road of life, the road of life. On the road of life, the road of life. Hey, hey, hey. I'm waiting to see the sun shine. Put on your armor now. I'm waiting to see the sun. Ready for the battle now. I'm waiting to see the sun shine. Put on your armor now. I'm waiting to see the sun. Ready for the battle now. Like a dolphin tree, strong winds bow me down. Alone, ship on a billow. Good faith, it keeps me moving on. I'm waiting to see the sun shine. Put on your armor now. I'm waiting to see the sun. Ready for the battle now. I'm waiting to see the sun. Put on your armor now. I'm waiting to see the sun. Ready for the battle now. I said here, out in the rain. Are all of my cries in vain? Deep in my conviction, waiting to see the sun. Ready for the battle, oh. I'm waiting to see the sun. Put on your armor now. I'm waiting to see the sun. Ready for the battle, oh yeah. On the road of life, you gotta be true to you. Oh, on the road of life, no matter what you do. On the road of life, on the road of life, the road of life.
The beat of the Caribbean. Majestic music. The sound of the now generation.
When you need quality, affordable machinery parts, Eddie's Machinery Parts Supplies is there for your needs. Bobcat, Doosan, Yanmar, Isuzu, Kubota, and other machinery parts. Parts ranging from seal kits, bushings, pins, alternators, starters, solenoids, filters, mufflers, water and oil cylinders, fans and switches. We also stock engine rebuild kits, undercarriage parts, rubber and metal tracks, rollers, motors, sprockets and buckets, lubricant, engine, hydraulic oil, gear oil and grease for your machinery. 83 Old Road, Eccles, East Bank, Demerara. Contact us on 698-0535 or WhatsApp 600-3619 or 233-2635.
Need help disposing of those large items your standard garbage service won't or can't remove? Looking to get rid of old furniture? Not sure how to ditch those old appliances you stored away in your basement or backyard? Have construction debris to remove? Having a bunch of junk lying around can be an eyesore. And not to mention, failure to get garbage pickup can cause problems like bacteria and mold growth. finally ready to get rid of your excess garbage? Well, no need to worry. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. Let the friendly professionals at Solomon Garbage and Junk Removal Services handle it for you. Why not turn to the #1 source for safe, fast, affordable, and of course environmentally friendly trash hauling services in the New York tri-state area? Do it for you. We handle commercial and residential jobs. Everything and anything goes. Contact us at 347-898-2419 or 347-336-8526 or visit us on the web at SolomonGarbageandJunkRemoval.com. Let us do your dirty work for you.
London's music machine, slamradio.co.uk. Slam.
Have you? Shakedown Entertainments presents the Rotterdam Carnival Weekender from Thursday the 24th to the 28th of July 2025. It's one of Europe's biggest street parties when we'll descend on Rotterdam Carnival, featuring some of London's top DJs and sounds. There'll be themed nights, a boat party, and good vibes all the way through the Weekender. Arrive by coach or plane. The choice is yours. For those that love a coach trip, depending on availability, £100 deposit secures your space. For more information, call 07 511 272 227. This event is supported by slamradio.co.uk.
Hey, what's up? This is Mr. R&B Mike DeCole from the U.S. and Minneapolis. And right now you are tuned in to Slam Radio, London's finest.
Be a part of the fastest growing media platform, period. Let Majestic Music Radio take your product, service, or business to the next level. Our 24-hour radio platform reaches a huge listening audience in and around the tri-state area and beyond. Advertise with us and watch your sales grow. At Majestic, we can create and produce your 30 or 60-second commercial. Call 347-803-0051 to set up an appointment today. Majestic Music Radio, the beat of the Caribbean in New York.
Majestic Music Radio, the beat of the Caribbean in New York. Non-stop entertainment 24 hours daily, featuring talk shows, DJs, and so much more. So call us 347-803-0051. Advertise with us today, 347-803-0051. Majestic Music Radio, where the beat counts. You heard?
The views, information, or opinions expressed during this program are solely those of the host, guests, and callers involved in the program and do not necessarily represent the views of Majestic Music Radio, its management, other hosts, or advertisers. Majestic Music is not responsible and does not verify for accuracy any of the information contained in this radio program. This program does not constitute medical or professional advice and is solely for entertainment purposes only.
The beat of the Caribbean. Majestic Music. The sound of the now generation.
Majesty. Yeah, man, give thanks for giving up thanks. I think you're everlasting, I faithful, you know. This one I gonna lick them bumbuckler head. Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant. Babylon a please me say burn them rant. Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant. Till your spiritual needs, now come tell me say you want. Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant. Babylon a please me say burn them rant. Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant. Till your spiritual needs, now come tell me say you want. Yeah. Rastafari, show the people them how to live upright. Ancestral knowledge and insight, meditation transcending the eyesight. Who can hear, who have ears and lips still sign. Was a blessing at the kiss, she had a good night. Till a 4-day money, till a sunlight. Come up and catch the moon and run him tail. It was quiet, now. Hey. It was quiet, yeah. Long. Quite to see me brethren them I. Quite to see me people them stop fight. Quarrel and a bicker and a backbite. But I hate a bun a fake and never left right. Kill them with the love light shine so bright. Now ya bingy no time for no rewrite. Social conduct construct social light, yeah. Rastafari, show the people them how to live upright. Ancestral knowledge and insight, Yeah, Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant. Babylon a please me say burn them rant. Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant. Till your spiritual needs, no come tell me say you want. Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant. Babylon a please me say burn them rant. Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant. Till your spiritual needs, no come tell me say you want. Yeah. We are living in a time of revelation. Natural droughts and floods, war and devastation. Hey. No more time to wonder, no more time to gaze. Pass me the gift, Casablanca we are blessed. Hey. From Guyana to Morocco, around the world and round the clock, we clocking pesos in Mexico, the rum in Al-Kabul. The pound is so heavy and still the beat is so steady. And Rastafari ever ready for the Gideon. Hey, Rastaman a chant, Babylon a place, me step on them run. Rastaman a chant, till you spiritual needs. So come tell me say you want. Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant, Babylon a place, me step on them run. Rastaman a chant, Rastaman a chant, till you spiritual needs. Majesty. Yeah, man, give thanks for giving up thanks. I think you're everlasting, I faithful, you know.
African relatives over bridges, enter provinces and villages. I got the right to rebel. I got his story to tell. Fighting for life and liberty, since you never respect
Malachi!
Yeah, oppress a man, you lost in your own sauce. Uneven heart could never pass. You're double class, so you must get past. Away, oppress a man, you lost in your own sauce. Uneven heart could never pass. Double class, so you must get past. Away, we don't need no more Holocaust. You set your price and the people pay the cost with their lives, fighting the everyday strife. Armageddon on the street, now who's facing the heat? Still won't accept defeat. Oh, the victory is so sweet, let's make us sing beneath. No more lies, nor deceit. Though the journey is so steep, I and I won't get weak. There is a mission to complete. Never give up this struggle. I and I never give up this struggle. Man will break free by any means necessary. Oh, you're lost in your own sauce. Uneven heart could never pass. Double pass, so they must get past. Away, oppress a man, you're lost.
You're tuned in to DJ Malachi, always representing Guyanese music all the time.
Double cross, so you must get past. Away, in the ghetto neighborhood, I see too much to face. No time for settling down, some man are moving a haste. Fighting for a space in this western place. Can't sit down and gaze, nothing don't drop from space. City full of predators for the prey they lay wait. Watch and anticipate for us to make mistakes. Mr. Politics, I said you're way too late. Cause I and I don't need your handshake. Fake, you're lost in your own heart could never pass. Double cross, so you must get past. Away, oppress a man, you're lost in your own sauce. Uneven
easy struggle. This black struggle is no easy struggle. This black struggle.
You should know that, yeah. Hey, gotta get over this stress by any means. Well, worries and problems has become my number one enemy. Yeah, gotta get over this stress by any means. Well, worries and problems has become my number one enemy. Yeah, them set the system away, so there's no way out. One day use them obey, how they gonna work it out? Hey, don't like the water, no food, no clothes. You know how it goes. Hey, gotta get over this stress by any means. Well, worries and problem has become my number one enemy. You may have problems in me to I can help you solve them. Now go end up on shame. I know it's pressuring, but you got to hold strong. No gesturing, don't do no wrong. Gotta get over this stress by any means. Well, worries and problems have become my number one enemy. Yeah, gotta get over this stress by any means. Well, worries and problems have become my number one enemy. Well, I can't sleep at night time. You mean no get me here the right time? Yeah, city police them a fight crime, and all the fight when them a fight, nothing them can find. Still I see how you say I'm my time. It's the prime time, not the Rasta man to shine, yeah. Material things make you eye blind, so be careful, no this is sunshine. Just get over this stress by any means. Well, worries and problems has become my number one enemy. Well, gotta get over this stress by any means. Yeah, worries and problems has become my number one enemy. Well, yeah, you may have a problem and need Jack can help you
Yeah. Yes, you only get you them big up themselves, you impress me, yo, 12-1, yo. Now watch that not thing when Sunday judgment go, you come here. Oh, borrow with the left side. They made my call on tonight.
Voice of the Fire Wheel, there it call on Jan name. Just about 15 minutes after the hour, we're back with you in the second hour of the Rush Guyana's Industry Show. I am the Afropolitan, that's Malachi, with my co-host Martain Al-Ameen. We're going to drop one more when we get back with you. You know how we do. We get into today's discussion. Of course, you can hit me up on +592 641 0945. Leave your comments in the comment section, or you can hit Martain up on
305-713-8595.
Trust me, if you want to be somebody, you got to learn your lesson. That's a message to the youth coming out of Natural Black. You know how we do in the rush. We motivate you on a Monday, motivational Mondays. Remember, if you're driving, do take it easy. Look out for those not looking out for you. All the guys in Cali, in Texas, wherever you're at, make sure you stay glued to the rush. Different music, different vibe out of 83,000 square miles. Of course, today we got to jump into today's discussion. And we gave you the topics a little earlier in the first hour. We were talking about, for example, the news networks that carry a lot of the news across the nation. I want to kick it off with that. And, I'm talking about the responsibility of our news journalists to really bring the news stories correctly and accurately to the Guyanese population. Because what is happening, I do believe, because of the election period and the election season, a lot of people have their own personal, their own personal feelings. And I think that it is clouding their judgment in terms of how they exactly cover news stories. And I'll give you a perfect example of this. There is a news article only covered by two news agencies, that speaks specifically about the ex-GTU president convicted of raping a 6-year-old girl. All right. And one of the things we don't see all the, let's say, quote unquote, popular news networks carrying this particular story. And it's kind of overshadowed by lots of other stuff that really are not that pertinent and that serious. Because if you have a union head that has been convicted and sentenced, all right, by a 12-member jury for raping a 6-year-old. And a lot of the news networks are not carrying that story. I'm wondering why. Why are they not carrying that story? I mean, one of the things that I know that happens in Guyana is that during this election period, a lot of people get into their, they suddenly become not racial, but racist in their behavior. In the sense that, okay, anything that has to do with Afro-Guyanese, we'll dumb that down. But anything to do with any other race, we'll amplify that. And that, to me, really reeks of hypocrisy. And we need to cut that out, especially people who are in the media fraternity. You have to learn to call a spade a spade. If somebody is responsible, for example, this guy is responsible for the teachers' union for quite some time, and being convicted of rape, and no major news network is carrying this story. I mean, it's carried in the Guyana Chronicle, which is a local newspaper. But outside of that, the major news networks are not focusing on Mr. Colwyn King's rape. And I'm wondering, shouldn't this be a serious discussion across the board, where we have big men looking at children? This is pedophilia. And a lot of these predators are definitely hanging around the school system. Because how do you have a GTU head, an ex-GTU head, that has now been convicted for raping a 6-year-old? And none of the news reporters see, I'm talking about the popular ones. They don't see the need to carry this story. Is it because he is Afro-Guyanese? Is this why they are not carrying that news story? And this is what I kind of, I hate the bias. I hate the hypocrisy. I hate that kind of news reporting. It's not news reporting. It's bias reporting, because if you're going to focus on certain issues, and you have an issue where a child was abused, all right, a child, a 6-year-old that cannot defend themselves, and the news is going to bypass that. And I'm juxtaposing this with how the news networks carried the Adriana Young story. Because I think every single news network, even what we call social media influencers and all of that, everybody was carrying that story. However, you have a GTU head that has been convicted of rape of a 6-year-old, not an adult, not a teen, but a child, an infant, basically, a 6-year-old, and they're not carrying that story. Why aren't they carrying that story?
Well, if I'm to give my opinion, of course,
Go
I
ahead.
think it is not just the bias aspect, but the fact that our journalists, or what we supposed to have as journalists in Guyana,
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Martin.
yeah, my apologies. There's some
Yeah.
technical difficulties. I was saying, based on the way we practice journalism in Guyana, it is finicky, right? Meaning we cannot depend on individuals because one person or several persons, which is a very small group of individuals in the journalism space,
Yeah.
focuses on everything. So currently is politics. Everybody
Yeah.
is paying attention to which party is doing what.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's really actually covering crime. Nobody's covering sport. Nobody's covering entertainment. They have no speciality with their journalism. Everybody is all over the place with the hottest topics, with whatever is happening at that moment, and we run with it and done.
Because they think journalism is all about clout or social media clout.
Correct. I mean, this is where comparing or working against the actual social media personnel's is it does hamper the industry, right? Or the environment with journalism aspect of things.
Yeah.
Because we expect the social media personnels to be doing some of the stuff that we see these reporters be doing.
Yeah, do
But
some
instead it's
investigation.
vice versa, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So
They're
for
more
me,
into the sensation.
correct. For me, I think that is where the actual problem is. The fact that they don't understand their portfolio altogether.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, I wouldn't be doing news because I am not a news person. I'll do entertainment news.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be doing criminal news. You
Well,
understand? I wouldn't be doing sports news unless I then find an interest in that. But I
mm-hmm.
also wouldn't want to be all over the place like the others individuals.
Yeah, yeah. And that's a fact. I mean, what you're stating there is absolutely correct. I mean, they're all over the place. I mean, at some point they talk about some journalists. I don't think they understand follow-ups on news stories, because this is one of the things we've highlighted several times on the show. You will have a news story or a breaking news story comes out, but there's absolutely no follow-up to that story, or no, let's say, investigative reporting on that story. All right. Now, this is a pretty big incident in Guyana where this guy, Mr. Colwyn King, was charged and put before the court, and this battle with him and and the court and the jury that had to pass down the judgment on him started in 2021. He was convicted and sentenced June the 27th. All right, so it took quite some time for the investigations to run its course, for the court proceedings to go through all the evidence that will then prove him guilty of this. And this to me is alarming, my brother, because if we have individuals who are ascending to such high positions in the Guyana Teachers Union, only for us to discover that this individual, who should be held in high esteem because of his level of education, I would presume, is charged for, and convicted for raping a 6-year-old. And when I say a lot of the media, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because a lot of these guys, like you said, are all over the place. But one of the things I did notice is that the same journalists who were covering the politics and all of that, I saw them reopen, or based on their platform, they have now reopened the Nigel Darmlyle case. which would be a PPP member who was also accused of rape, but not a child, of a big woman. And the circumstances in that particular rape case are really shady, because I don't understand if somebody invites you to a hotel, whether it's a minister or just a normal guy, and he invites you to a hotel. If you did not want to have sexual intercourse with that person, why would you turn up? And you know that is a hotel, a short-term hotel, and what goes on there as a big woman. Why would you turn up? These are some of the things that are totally alarming and amazing to me when I look at the journalist, or the so-called journalist, and the media system in Guyana. Because how do you have, and it's funny, a particular group of individuals control the dissemination of information, if you notice. I'm going to call on those individuals. I'm going to call them out on the podcast on Tuesday. Because I'm looking at their work and I'm judging it. I mean, some people have even twisted the actual truth. Because I've looked at parties' press conference and what they have said. And then when you hear or you read the articles that are then presented by these so-called media people, you realize, but I was looking at this very thing on a live, and this is not what was said. So who is holding these individuals accountable? Because if you're not doing a service as a journalist, that means you're propagating misinformation, or you're trying to purposely deceive the people of Guyana by saying and doing certain things. Who is holding the media fraternity accountable for these kind of things?
Well, this is where we've been lacking over time. And because we don't pay attention to the necessary things that we need to pay attention to, we have these issues that's always going to be coming up, especially without our main thing, which is copyright. You understand? Because once you say certain things, I mean, yes, you could take an individual to court with defamation or whatever. But that only goes so far. Once you understand your portfolio, I mean, at this point, what do we do? Right? What do we do?
Well, we can only lobby for morals and integrity in people.
Well, I doubt we're going to get there, because even the new generation, they're lacking the big time. So we have that disappearing with a certain demographic of people.
Facts.
And we could only hope for the best, really and truly, especially in Guyana. We've seen what's been happening in America, if you guys have been paying attention, with the broadcasting aspect of things. They have the same journalism aspect and crisis in America. I think it's a bit worse, though, whereby certain agencies is trying to wholesale lift up and buy over certain media houses. That way they could control the narrative. And we know in different parts of the world, information do not come out at all unless it's sanctioned by certain individuals. So I guess that is where we're gonna have to end up. Where everything is controlled.
Information is power. Having that information is power. And whoever wields that ability to control the narrative, they're gonna control the minds of the individuals paying attention to them.
Correct.
So I do believe we need to have, I mean, outside of the press association that we have in Guyana, there's been another media group formed as well. But what I do believe is that the government, we need, let's say, a watchdog system to look at these journalists, whether they be citizen journalists, private media entities, influencers. We need a monitoring source with these individuals, because what happens is you need to not control, but you need to say, listen, if you're going to disseminate misinformation, then you will be penalized by law. Because it's not right for people to be able to just jump on social media and, as you rightfully pointed out earlier, defame other people's character. Because once you've done that, that information is already out there, even if you pull down whatever it is that you did.
Mm-hmm.
You have already corrupted other people's minds by putting that information out there, which is false about somebody else. And that is wrong. So, in my estimation, I believe we need a watchdog system to look at these media people and to keep them in check and balance, because they have to be able to report balance. Their stories have got to be balanced. Their stories cannot be skewed to one side or the other. And we have a huge problem. And like you rightfully pointed out, you see this happening around the world, for example, where major conglomerates will buy smaller news entities. And this is in order to control the narratives coming out from these people. And I applaud those individuals who remain independent and try as much as possible to give people in real time, real information. Because this thing about tailoring a particular article, the way they tailor articles to bend it in a certain direction, is not appreciated by the audience at all. This is why I had to pull up this article on the ex-GTU president, because I'm wondering, wait a minute, this story is an ongoing one up to June the 27th when he was sentenced. And did you see this anywhere in the news outside of the Chronicle?
No, sir.
Outside of the newspaper, there is nothing from any of these social media newscasts and, of course, the social media influencers who follow the news. There is nothing. And why I said what I said earlier is because I've seen this repetitive kind of action. I'm wondering, is it because this guy is an Afro-Guyanese and the reporters are Afro-Guyanese, why they choose to omit this story? Because journalists are supposed to be fair.
Correct.
This has nothing to do with race or nothing to do with politics. This is a very serious matter of a pedophile in our society. And to not carry this story and not to show everybody this guy's face is an insult to the Guyanese people. In the US, once you're a pedophile, you are tagged. If you move from one state to the next, you have to be clear that you are a pedophile. The law enforcement has to know where you're going and where you will be located. I think we need to implement these kind of systems in Guyana. Let the entire country know who these people are, so when they move from one neighborhood to the next, those people in the neighborhood know, listen, we have somebody who has violated children before, so we need to pay attention to our kids. Make sure he doesn't have any private time around any of the children. Because what are we planning to have? A damaged society? Because once children go through this type of trauma, you think they are going to be able to develop properly? If you have evil people like this living in that society who will rape a 6-year-old? Don't our journalists think that this is an important story to let the country know that we have pedophiles? It's a very serious thing. This is a very serious thing. And to me, it has nothing to do with politics. Pedophilia has nothing to do with politics. And this story, in my estimation, should have been on the front page. It should have been ventilated by all of the news agencies. It is ridiculous and hypocritical that they will then go back in time to bring up an old story of a previous minister who's no longer a minister, Nigel Darmlal, where no evidence was really provided. There was no court case. There was no prosecution. He's not in prison for that. But the person who's convicted by a jury of 12 for raping a 6-year-old, they're not going to cover that story. Absolutely ridiculous. And I'm hoping that, some, especially the women's organization, really need to speak up at this point in time. I'm talking about these women organizations. Let's go to this case in Linden, for example, where that young teacher was shot to death by her one of her child father or her baby daddy. Right? He was caught, I think it was this morning, right? Or wee hours in the morning, he was caught by the Guyana police force.
Yes, I do believe so.
Yeah. I mean, this is another story that is truly heartbreaking and heart-rendering in my estimation. This is the product of what we have nurtured in our society. This is the end product of what we have nurtured, of what we have grown. We have literally grown up these monsters to do this to our women. And I don't know if Guyanese are really seeing it, but it's also in the music. I don't know if they know. Because one of the most popular folk songs from Guyana, right? And you have heard it 1,000 times, Martin. You could imagine what the subliminal message that will give to a child from Guyana, right? You've heard it. You remember Sanko?
Mm-hmm.
Sanko lick the love up and the dam and the gala hala murder. That's one. The Mighty Canary has a song that is talking about this girl is he can try for trick she, forget she in he house. And when he couldn't get her in the house, he gives she a lick in a butt and they started to fight. This stuff is in the music that is influencing the young ones. So the women don't make outcry when they're abused because for some twisted reason, which I do believe has to do with something with Stockholm Syndrome, they believe that getting assaulted by a man is, oh, he's showing so much interest, he loves me. And women don't seem to understand, the mothers who are teaching these women this nonsense don't seem to understand that, no, that has nothing to do with love. Beating the female is nothing to do with love. If you cannot get along with somebody, leave them be. But to assault them, and then people say, oh no, well, you know, they could work it out. This is the kind of nonsense that has been encouraged. So now you have men who have, you've created the monsters. Now they are killing the women, not by hands anymore or by cutlass, but by guns. Which really shows how wimpy they are. Because why would you need to use a gun on a female? And it's the same thing in reference to what Doggy did at the 1763 monument and then came on alive and claiming, do you have a police report? Well, obviously, if you pay the person, they ain't gonna make a report. And everybody saw the video. But he's claiming that he didn't hit the woman. Now, none of the women organizations in Guyana have come out and said a word. Not a word about the assault on women. The only article that I have seen that has come out from a woman of prominence is a woman by the name of Lindsay Dazzle. And she said, we need to look at this issue seriously because when is it okay to murder a female? And then people are making excuses like, oh, she was probably giving he blow. And then I've even seen some real negative comments about the girl's race, about her being an Amerindian and their blood hot and when they drink. I mean, what? This is the society we want? And then the other day they had a video circulating where some guys literally drugged a girl. She was drunk and drugged. And then they were having intercourse with her in a club. And people were filming that and broadcasting it live. We do not understand that Guyana society has degenerated to a gutter level when you have individuals who do that. You could understand that happening in a metropolitan country. You got millions of people there. And of course, you got some depraved types. But you have what, 840,000 people in Guyana, and you have that level of depravity? Come on, people. The women's organizations of Guyana, why are you silent on these issues? Why are the women organizations not coming out and saying these acts of violence towards our women we will not condone and the government needs to clamp down on it? The police force needs to look at this. Not only that, but I do believe that the government has to look at the mental health issue in this country. Because it can only be a mental health issue when people are going to behave in that depraved manner. When people believe throwing Mali or ecstasy in a woman's drink in order to have sex with her is a good thing. How can we as men look at a situation like that and say that's a good thing? Don't these men have daughters? When they do this, are they thinking about the next generation, their children?
You could have daughters without morals, brother. You understand?
I'm telling you, it's
one without
crazy.
the other is a loss regardless.
Yep.
I mean, this is why we as men need to stand for certain things. I mean, of course, social media have made things 10 times worse as we move forward in this time society, right? But I'm sure back then, at least men stood for something.
Yeah,
we could
being
have
a man
called
meant to-
them men.
Yep.
Thieving, raping, killing as a man, that don't make no sense, because now you're gonna hit a woman for nothing at all, right? You're gonna kill her for nothing at all. You're gonna rape her for nothing at all. Let me give you this example. Over the weekend, and this is personal, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
of course, you know, I'm with my big son. And over the weekend, he and his younger sister had it out. They were arguing. And he pushed her. She was trying to pass, but he pushed her, right? So she could pass. And I turned and said, it might sound different, but I, as a man at the end of the day, I can stand for what I stand for.
Yeah.
I said, the next time you raise your hands at a woman, I don't care who it is, I will personally break your hands. And I don't care how old you are either. Because if you start now by simply pushing your sister, whether it be a playful manner, whether it be spiteful or not,
yeah, or in
that
jest,
could grow into something later on that
Yes,
I
sir.
don't want to be dealing with. Because
Yep.
if I'm not wrong, you could be having a girlfriend and you and she arguing, and boom, you raise your hand. You
Yep.
end up in jail, or she might do you something. I, as a father, wouldn't be able to deal with that. So it's
True.
best you curve it now and let
yeah.
they understand this is not acceptable in society.
Yep. Yep. I'm telling you, bro. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes, like, I don't know what to say about our country and, you know, the men, the women, the direction. And a lot of these comments that are on social media, I'm wondering, are these real people? These are real individuals that will, for example, with that Amerindian girl that was in the club and got assaulted by all those guys, they were like, some people said she looked for it.
The mindset of our individuals have washed away, brother.
How?
It have
is
literally
off the
washed
chain.
away.
It's off the chain, where people would actually stand there and say, well, she looked for it, who tells she go there? I mean, wait, so people are not allowed to go to any club of their choice, have fun, and not expect their individuals who are in there and around them to, what are they expecting? They're expecting them to be the best. No,
Really and
these
truly.
individuals, they drugged that young lady and they made a laugh out of the whole thing.
Really and truly, I don't even think the drugging and the raping part was the actual worst. For me, the worst was because I saw snippets, I saw pictures, right? Posted on social media, and I said, well, they look like they're dancing because you see all the cameras, all the light, like they take over the dance floor.
Yeah.
But then once I read the caption now, and then you open the pictures and you zoom in, you saw the guy pants is down, the girl pants is down, but they look like they're dancing at the same time.
Well, unfortunately for me, I have lots of friends and they sent me the video of what transpired. And trust me, bro, it is absolutely depraved, sick. You know, it turned me off to a point where, you know, I was like, I started to just think about my daughters because, you know, as you know, I have 2 daughters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And looking at something like that, bro, trust me, it would really mess up your way of thinking about human beings and what human beings are capable of doing. Just about 10 minutes to the top of the hour. Remember, you can also hit us up on +592 641 0945. Leave your comments in the comment section if you got questions as well, or you can hit Martin up on
305-713-8595.
We're going to drop some music, pay some bills. When we get back with you in the third and final hour, we continue today's discussion, The Rush, Guyana's industry show.
See, you know, I forget true this. Unity, one people, a nation, one destiny. Open up your eyes and see, now. See. Listen when the ivy a chant. When me say unity, I what Guyana want. The pre-war get some love in your heart. Listen at this Sparta, we know when the war thing start. Listen when the ivy a chant. When me say unity, I what Guyana want. The pre-war get some love in your heart. Listen at this Sparta, we know when the war thing start. So I kill our brothers on earth ourselves, so you don't take life off a shelf. See, life is precious, the church you keep us. Just seek him and just give him your trust. We know the earth times make the place run red way of it. And for our brothers not to watch them blood shed. Yet the youth must be wise, some out and all of it. Don't fight, cultivate the land instead. Me say listen when the ivy a chant. When me say unity, I what Guyana want. The pre-war get some love in your heart. Listen at this Sparta, we know when the war thing start. Listen when the ivy a chant. When me say unity, I what Guyana want. The pre-war get some love in your heart. Listen at this Sparta, we know when the war thing start. Well, tell me why we acting like the Spartans. When youths get caught up in that evil disaster. Why blood a run like water. Mama ball out for your one son and daughter. You must realize we live in danger. Choose who you serve because the days are getting shorter. Don't make the things that the world excite you. Anywhere you go, me say the big creator. Me say listen when the ivy a chant. When me say unity, I what Guyana want. The pre-war get some love in your heart. Listen at this Sparta, we know when the war thing start. Listen when the ivy a chant. When me say unity, I what Guyana want. The pre-war get some love in your heart. Listen at this Sparta, we know when the war thing start. So I kill our brothers on earth ourselves, so you don't take life off a shelf. See, life is precious, the church you give us. And just seek him and just give him your trust. Me know the earth times make the place run red way of it. Help our brothers not to watch them blood shed. Get a youth must be wise, some ball out and all of it. Don't fight, cultivate the land instead. Me say listen when the ivy a chant. When me say unity, I what Guyana want. The pre-war get some love in your heart. Listen at this Sparta, we know when the war thing start. Listen when the ivy a chant. When me say unity, I what Guyana want. The pre-war get some love in your heart. Listen at this Sparta, we know when the war thing start.
Well, here I am now, I'm gonna stand my ground. I've come to take what's mine, ain't no backing down. Here I am now, I'm gonna stand my ground. I've come to take what's mine, ain't no backing down. They wanna be the general, bad like the general, wicked like the general, rough like the general. They wanna be the general. Which man are they? General. Which man are they? Well, him go. Well, him go up in a shanty town, sink house where him lay down on the ground. He go asleep at night time, no electricity, buckle torch and candlelight, moonlight could have mean a man lose him life. To survive him have to live by the gun and the knife, even the ice pick. Boy fool himself and get involved in a politics, and now them have him caught up with them funny tricks. Give him 2 bag of gun, him share out, get the click. Them control him, but him control the whole entire district. Well, here we go again, the general, I make them bust them gun again. Beer blood I shed again, but who's gonna save the youth? Well, here I am now, I'm gonna stand my ground. I've come to take what's mine, ain't no backing down. Here I am now, I'm gonna stand my ground. I've come to take what's mine, ain't no backing down. They wanna be the bad like this, wicked like this, rough like this. They wanna be the which one are they? Wanna be the general. One heap I get to use, living desperate and destitute, can't go to school, cause them can't afford the khaki suit. A hot meal at night before them go to bed and sleep. So them go out a road with them big gun and go creep, cause they got to eat. Hungry belly have to feed. Mama not their woman that they gone out go breed. It's a problem, so the youth them have to solve them. Open up your eyes and face the problem. Well, here I am now, I'm gonna stand my ground. I've come to take what's mine, ain't no backing down. Here I am now, I'm gonna stand my ground. I've come to take what's mine, ain't no backing down. They wanna see the they wanna be the general.
The beat of the Caribbean. Majestic music. The sound of the now generation.
Need help disposing of those large items your standard garbage service won't or can't remove? Looking to get rid of old furniture? Not sure how to ditch those old appliances you stored away in your basement or backyard? Have construction debris to remove? Having a bunch of junk lying around can be an eyesore. And not to mention, failure to get garbage pickup can cause problems like bacteria and mold growth. Finally ready to get rid of your excess garbage? Well, no need to worry. It's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. Let the friendly professionals at Solomon Garbage and Junk Removal Services handle it for you. Why not turn to the #1 source for safe, fast, affordable, and of course environmentally friendly trash hauling services in the New York tri-state area? Do it for you. We handle commercial and residential jobs. Everything and anything goes. Contact us at 347-898-2419 or 347-336-8556 or visit us on the web at SolomonGarbageandJunkRemoval.com. Let us do your dirty work for you.
When you need quality, affordable machinery parts, Eddie's Machinery Parts Supplies is there for your needs. Bobcat, Doosan, Yanmar, Isuzu, Kubota, and other machinery parts. Parts ranging from seal kits, bushings, pins, alternators, starters, solenoids, filters, mufflers, water and oil cylinders, fans and switches. We also stock engine rebuild kits, undercarriage parts, rubber and metal tracks, rollers, motors, sprockets and buckets, lubricants, engine, hydraulic oil, gear oil and grease for your machinery. 83 Old Road, Eccles, East Bank, Demerara. Contact us on 698-0535 or WhatsApp 600-3619 or 233-2635.
Slam Radio. Slam Radio. London's Good Times Radio.
Shakedown Entertainments presents the Rotterdam Carnival Weekender from Thursday the 24th to the 28th of July 2025. It's one of Europe's biggest street parties when we'll descend on Rotterdam Carnival featuring some of London's top DJs and sounds. There'll be themed nights, a boat party and good vibes all the way through the Weekender. Arrive by coach or plane. The choice is yours. For those that love a coach trip depending on availability, £100 deposit secures your space. For more information call 07 511 272 227. This event is supported by slamradio.co.uk.
Hey, what's up? This is Mr. R&B Mike DeCo from the U.S. and Minneapolis. And right now you are tuned in to Slam Radio, London's finest.
Be a part of the fastest growing media platform, period. Let Majestic Music Radio take your product, service, or business to the next level. Our 24-hour radio platform reaches a huge listening audience in and around the tri-state area and beyond. Advertise with us and watch your sales grow. At Majestic, we can create and produce your 30 or 60-second commercial. Call 347-803-0051 to set up an appointment today. Majestic Music Radio, the beat of the Caribbean in New York.
Majestic Music Radio, beat of the Caribbean in New York. Non-stop entertainment 24 hours daily, featuring talk shows, DJs, and so much more. So call us 347-803-0051. Advertise with us today. 347-803-0051. Majestic Music Radio, where the beat counts. You heard?
The views, information, or opinions expressed during this program are solely those of the host, guests, and callers involved in the program and do not necessarily represent the views of Majestic Music Radio, its management, other hosts, or advertisers. Majestic Music is not responsible and does not verify for accuracy of any of the information contained in this radio program. This program does not constitute medical or professional advice and is solely for entertainment purposes only.
Most I Jah, deliver and protect always. Right about now, we need to draw nearer and nearer to the Most High. No matter who you are, where you are. See? Yes, sir. Every get to you, strength. Yes, I know. I know Jah will deliver us. Yes, the Most High will deliver us. I know Jah will deliver us, no matter how them a fight and a fuss. Oh, I know Jah will deliver us. Yes, the Most High will deliver us. I know Jah will, even at the point I feel like giving up. Oh, the system set away. Graduate from university with student loan to pay, but the little money where we earn, I know that left me concerned. Oh, how can we survive when the basic needs are costing more than our salary? Oh, yeah. The system they create is to keep us slaving, working, building their economy. Oh, Lord. I know they don't care for the poor, but we need some open doors. Jaja, please go before. Can't take the pressure no more. Cause I know Jah will deliver us. Yes, the Most High will deliver us. I know Jah will deliver us. No matter how them a fight and a fuss. No, I know Jah will deliver us. Yes, the Most High will deliver us. I know Jah will, even at the point I feel like giving up. Yeah, no more them can't trick us. Cause them used to give the youth them round the road big gun fi boss. The youths them wise up. I want them meds and them a rise now. Youths go on the faith. Cause I tell you I know that Jah is great. Oh, cause I know Jah will deliver Most High will deliver us. I know that I will, even at the point I feel like giving up. Yeah, although they depress us, in order to see victory, hunt your goal, no idle stuff. Get on, you just hold on. You have the strength, my brother, just press on. Keep holding on. Empress men enchant the psalms. Keep holding on. No matter the pagan, them are gone. Cause we were born kings and queens. Take control, take the lead. We were born kings and queens. Take control, take the lead. We were born kings and queens. Time to take the lead. With perseverance we'll achieve. Selassie, I will give us what we need. Cause I know Jah will deliver us. Yes, the Most High will deliver us. I know Jah will deliver us. No matter how them a fight and a fuss. No, I know Jah will deliver us. Yes, the Most High will deliver us. I know Jah will, even at the point I feel like giving up. Yeah.
Never let politicians come and change it. Never let them come along and rearrange it. Tell them no, we not depend on. Tell them no, I be this not depend on. Never let them come wrong and divide it. That's the only way they can really rule it. Tell them no, we not depend on. Tell them no, I be this not depend on. Live life like we are the cricket. Together we jump for a six or a wicket. Yo, together we win, together we lose. Such is life, we not have to choose. Give Lash a 60 and we happy. When the man out the stadium feel empty. Yo, we fear it down, but then we get up again. Cause we know our team I start batting. Yo, never let politicians come and change it. Never let them come wrong and rearrange it. Tell them no, we not depend on. Tell them no, I be this not depend on. Never let them come wrong and divide it. That's the only way they can really rule it. Tell them no, we not depend on. Tell them no, I be this not depend on. Rakesh and Jermaine are friend from nursery. Them boy share them dumpling and a curry. Them turn big man, you know them turn enemy. For that we thank PPP and TNC. As a little boy, me never know about black and coolie. I me know Shiba, no power represent me. We have dreams to represent we country. The world we have dreams is to every country. Never let politicians come and change it. Never let them come along and rearrange it. Tell them no, we not depend on. Tell them no, I be this not depend on. Never let them come wrong and divide it. That's the only way they can really rule it. Tell them no, we not depend on. Tell them no, I be this not depend on. Rally round one another Guyanese. Like David Rudder rallied round the Windies. These are the times that we need another Clive Lloyd. Mola team and bridge this divide. Forget the politics in the game. Guyana first goal remains the same. Some outsiders propagating of trash. The intention is another whitewash. So be clever like chemo from Saxacali. And bowl them with this delivery. Never let politicians come and change it. Never let them come wrong and rearrange it. Tell them no, we not depend on. Tell them no, I be this not depend on. Never let them come wrong and divide me. That's the only way they can really prove it. Tell them no, we not depend on. Tell them no, we not depend on.
on a bed of roses filled with bitter sticks, just taste it. Yeah, yeah. And you cannot run away from your tragedy, so road boy, face it. Yeah. And when them come around with them devilish emotions, just chase it. Yeah, yeah. Can't sit down on a pose, yeah. Cause life on a better road. Nobody never promised you not rose garden. Get up, stand up and work, yes, things is too hard. And call yourself the dads, but it's so damn bizarre. You take the liquor money and invest it in the war, bringing the bombs and guns for the youths, them star. Put them out the road in a unmarked car. Next thing me hear Miss me for your ball when she hears she's on the lion from the star. I find a bed of roses filled with bitter sticks, just taste it. Yeah, yeah. And you cannot run away from your tragedy, so road boy, face it. Yeah. And when them come around with them devilish emotions, just chase it. Yeah, yeah. Can't sit down on a pose, yeah. Cause life on a better road. Rastafari guidance place. I don't know when this tragedy is going to ease. No for them I get shot for rice and peas. And let me tell you how the place I run out. Father God, me beg you guide me head back. Them rap jockey supermarket and one get pop. Pull them mask cause she's son under that. Yeah, yeah. Life on a bed of roses filled with bitter sticks, just taste it. Yeah, yeah. And you cannot run away from your tragedy, so road boy, face it. Yeah. And when them come around with them devilish emotions, just chase it. Yeah, yeah. Can't sit down on a pose, yeah. Cause life on a better road.
You're tuned in to Steve right now.
It don't have to be like this. Yeah. Now make the system get your head again. Now make them make you kill your brother, man. Yeah, yeah. No, it don't have to be like this. Yeah, yeah. Now make the system run your head again. Yeah. Hold on, yeah. Life on a bed of roses filled with bitter sticks, just taste it. Yeah, yeah. And you cannot run away from your tragedy, so road boy, face it. Yeah. And when them come around with them devilish emotions, just chase it. Yeah, yeah. Can't sit down on a pose, yeah. Cause life on a better road. Life on a bed of roses filled with bitter sticks, just taste it. Yeah, yeah. And you cannot run away from your tragedy, so road boy, face it. Yeah. And when them come around with them devilish emotions, just chase it. Yeah, yeah. Can't sit down on a pose, yeah. Cause life on a better road.
Just about 11 minutes after the hour. That's the voice of promise. No promise. It's some real positive music. You know how we motivate you on a Monday with real motivational music. Trust me, life is not a bed of roses filled with those bitter sticks. It just tastes it. You know how we do in GT. Best music, best vibe right here in the rush. I got today's motivational quote for you, and it reads, I choose to live by choice, not by chance. To be motivated, not manipulated. To be useful, not used. To make changes, not excuses. To excel, not to compete. I choose self-esteem, not self-pity. I choose to listen to my inner voice, not to the random opinions of others. All right, that's our motivational quote for today. Of course, I hope that one kind of motivated you in the right direction. Of course, we got to jump right back into today's conversation. Of course, you can hit me up on +592-641-0945. Leave your comments in the comment section, or you can hit Martin up on. But I think he stepped away for just a moment. But we're gonna get into today's conversation again. It's been a real, what I say, a rocky road in terms of educating our population. Shout out to Kevin. He gave a really good suggestion as well when I was talking about the music and the messages conveyed in the music, especially to the younger folks. And he says Sparrow also has a song about beating women till they love you. All right. And I think in the Caribbean, due to the fact that we had gone through the slavery experience, you know, a lot of that trauma and a lot of that syndrome has passed down over generations. I'm not saying that, oh, some children don't deserve the rod. Excuse me, at certain times they don't deserve the rod. But we're talking about, you know, relationships here. And if you're going to have songs that literally propagate violence against women in order for them to love you, or for you to corral them into a position where they have to do your bidding, come on, we have to do way better as a nation. Because if we're going to be playing this music to our youth and we're going to be propagating that kind of stuff, I mean, it was in the past. That music came out in the past. But what we have to understand is trauma, if you don't get rid of it, you're going to have more trauma, and it just multiplies and multiplies. We have to change the trajectory in which we are going as a society in Guyana. Those types of behaviors should never be condoned in our space, in our cities, in our neighborhoods, in our homes. They should not be condoned. Of course, if you got your opinion, you can hit me up on +592 641-0945. I'll leave your comments right there in the comment section. One of the things also that I wanted to touch on for today, Monday, of course I have to touch on this. I have seen several incidents, not only on social media, but in the capital city myself. When I'm moving around, I saw an incident the other day. A matter of fact, that was day before yesterday, where the police were attempting to apprehend a thief. All right. And what was truly fascinating, amazing, and troubling at the same time was the fact that the thief, after snatching somebody's, I think it was a lady's bag, and he was apprehended, he sat in the police vehicle quietly just until they rolled the vehicle up in front of the police station, or not the station, but the outpost right there at Stabrook Market. And he decided at that point in time to make an attempt to escape. And what was funny about the whole situation is that a police officer moved in, and I don't know why Guyanese believe that somehow criminals who do certain things have certain types of rights. This is not a George Floyd situation in the US where he's apprehended, he's on the ground, and a cop has the knee on the neck. This is none of those situations. But what we see in the environment in downtown Georgetown, people will rush into the area with the police and literally try to help the thief to escape. And that was amazing to me. I'm like, why people would see this incident happen? They will cry out several times, oh, the guy in the police force got to do something about these thieves and these young guys grabbing people's phone and chain and whatever. And when they do something about it and they apprehend the criminal, other individuals are trying to help to free the criminal. This is amazing with our people. Is it a mental problem? That somehow the society of Guyana, I should say certain sections of society in Guyana, support thieves. And you could see this. I mean, there's a video circulating as well. And people are saying, oh, the police shouldn't assault him. They beat him really badly. I'm wondering if they understand in a metropolitan country, whether it be in the US or any of those other metropolitan countries, if you attempt to assault a police officer after you have been apprehended and you are trying to hit the officers, you will be shot. And I didn't see the police pull out a firearm and fire a warning shot. And this is one of the things I'm also wondering. Why do we allow the crowd? And this is where I do believe the police force of Guyana needs some extra training with crowd control. Because one of the things they should know is when they apprehend a thief and people are closing in on the area that they are trying to apprehend this thief, the other police should either fire a warning rung in the air and ask the crowd to disperse or to step back. Because you cannot have an altercation with a criminal and individuals are in between the police and the criminal. You've got to separate, let the crowd go back to a certain perimeter so that you can handle that situation. And if people are unwilling to do that, then I think they should step it up a notch and tase those individuals who are doing that. Because at this point, the Guyana police force now have the tasers. So you don't need to shoot them, because that's another thing they're going to say, oh, the police are killing innocent people. But you can't be innocent if you're actively trying to impede a police arrest. That's called obstruction of justice. And I don't think a lot of these individuals who do this foolishness understand that there is a law that says you cannot obstruct police officers in the rightful conduct of their duties. That's called obstruction of justice. Where do they believe that vigilante or any other form of justice comes into play? They are not the court system. They're not the jury. So they can't make a decision there and then with a criminal who's saying, I didn't do it. Do you know?
So I believe the problem there is, naturally, from my standpoint, the police was excessive. They use excessive force, right? There's one. The main thing, though, is the lack of training. That would be the main thing I boil everything down to. Whereby, now I'm looking at the video. This guy was already in the vehicle.
Correct.
He then jumped out and plunged at an officer. Now, at which point are we going to start changing the vehicles, first of all, so that criminals like this don't have access to just jump out at anybody?
Back of a pickup.
So that needs to change.
That definitely needs to change, bro. I mean, that's one of the things I was going to get to. Which police force really will apprehend a criminal and have him at the back of a pickup truck, and he's just sitting there, no shackles, no handcuff, nothing at all?
Well, not just the back, the open back.
The open back.
The open back.
So at any point in time while they're driving, this guy could have jumped out of the vehicle. All right.
This is, and so add that to the lack of personnel on the ground. Now, if you're in a situation, any situation, as long as you're in contact, you should always call for backup. You can't have 2 police or 4 police in a crowded environment.
Yeah.
Given that how Guyanese, we're not really afraid of anything. So we can crowd around for see what going on. Even if it's a big shootout, I've seen people just dead there.
That's a fact. That's a fact. People actually just hide behind. I've seen a guy in a shootout, right? Shootout is happening, and this guy literally ducked behind a cardboard, right? A cardboard box. And I was looking at him, and I was like, "What do you think that cardboard box is going to do for you? Protect you?
It's going to stop his splatter.
It's going to stop his blood splatter." No, but I mean, really, we're making fun of the whole issue. But the seriousness about this is, one, there is a serious moral decay in terms of, the Guyanese society, how we look at criminality. the police force of Guyana really needs to look at their operational procedures. Also ensuring, as you rightfully said, in those crowded situations, let's say downtown in the Stabrook Market and those areas, once you have apprehended a criminal, you need, even before, in some cases, you need to call for backup to ensure that you're able to control the crowd, and individuals who are trying to incite that criminal to escape or to try to assist him in escaping, they should be kept at the sidelines. All right. Now that we have the tasers employed in the Guyana police force, I do think they need to use it, because like you rightfully said earlier, the excessive force was not necessary, because if he plunged out the vehicle and attack an officer, all the officer had to do was to step back and tase him.
Correct.
Because at that time he was lawfully apprehended. There was no need to argue. There was no need to fight with this guy. And that police officer who was stamping him at the back of his head, he needs to be brought in for some counseling and also reprimand.
Correct. I agree.
Right? Because I don't know. I haven't seen it, only in extreme cases where the person is meting out violence towards the police. Do you kick the suspect in the head?
You see, this is where the laws needs to be amended also, right? Or more so enforced, whereby I do believe we have a clause somewhere in there where citizens could assist. I know for sure security personnel, anybody within the armed forces is liable to assist.
Yeah, and
right?
citizens
Of course, we tend to
execute
use
a citizen's arrest if they're involved.
correct. So we tend to use our discretion because we don't want to be involved as Guyanese. But if you see somebody is being robbed or something of the sort is taking place, I remember a couple months ago they had a young man running down the road with a rifle, and everybody just following along like nothing happened.
Yeah.
This should not be our environment.
No. And we shouldn't encourage that kind of stuff happening in the environment either. When do Guyanese, since when our people start supporting criminality? This is the thing that is really mind-boggling for me. How do we have a society, or I shouldn't say a society because then I label everybody together, but how do we have sections of society that actually will, give the backings to the criminals? How can't they? I mean, what has caused our people to fall so low? We're supporting criminality is a thing.
Man, I can't even tell you, brother, but I know at some point in time we have lost ourselves as men and as young women.
Right. We need to have a serious. I know the Men on a Mission group. They're really trying to do some outreach programs. But again, I think the government really needs to spend some money on some clinical psychologists, some of these people who understand people's changing mentality. And
for sure,
I do believe we need counseling in schools. We need counseling in society. We need counseling, especially for those young people who got their relationships. We need counseling. The guy who shot that teacher in Linden is 21 years old. His life is basically over at 21. Now he is he is charged for murder. It's not funny.
Not even his life. Imagine the child's life or the children's life, because it was a mother of multiple children, I believe.
Yeah, 3 children, and the last one was 3 months old, bro.
So imagine the child now having to grow up with that type of trauma.
And the child is his child, mind you. The child is his child. So he killed the mother of his child. And he is going to jail for life. And who is going to look after the 3-month-old child? And when that child grows up, wow.
That is the trauma that the child have to deal with. That is that child's story, unfortunately.
Wow.
I mean, even in the music sector, right? I've seen an artist has been crying out on social media. I'm not sure exactly what he's going through, but I noticed a last post he posted on Facebook.
Yeah.
It was him saying, well, oh, this is his last goodbyes and he's changing his life and he's going to a better life. And I'm calculating, does this mean what I think it means?
Yeah, because those are signs that, something is affecting somebody internally, but they don't know how to verbally express it, or they don't have anybody to verbally express this to that can help them.
Correct. So when you say we need counseling and guidance, I do think that the government itself have to put at this point, several hundred programs in place. Really and truly.
I think we definitely need a suicide hotline. I've heard that we had one, but I know that we should have a better one that's more advertised, because we don't see the suicide hotline number readily available. Correct. We don't see a counseling hotline readily available. We need these things for our people. They are going through a lot mentally. All you have to do is to look at the newspaper, look at social media. And it was real, trust me, this morning when I looked at the police arresting the young man, the 21-year-old who shot the teacher, you could see in his face that there was tremendous remorse, but it is too late.
Yeah. I mean, I even heard a voice note that was circulating whereby I guess one of his friends would have messaged him and asked, "What you do?" And he was like, "Well, everything good?" He's like, nonchalant, just checking in. He's like, "Yeah, everything good," and he explained what he did. And that was probably hours after everything happened.
Yeah, well, when he in the heat of it and the anger of whatever he was angry about that made him shoot his girlfriend, right? After that initial anger goes away.
Yeah, and now you have to deal with reality.
Now you have to deal with reality. But I'll tell you something that I learned from my dad when I was small, right? And it deals with this very thing called anger, right? And doing something when you're provoked, right? He says, you know what? You may not believe in the devil, but this is what happens, right? When you're angry, he is literally stirring your pot for you to do all kinds of crazy stuff. And he's giving you all the excuses in your mind why you should and how you're going to get away with what you do. All right? That's the devil. However, when you finish and he has successfully got you to do something that will jeopardize your life and your very existence, he will then
finish.
He will then walk away and have a good laugh now watching at you suffer the consequences of letting him stir your pot. And that never left my mind. It always kept me grounded, because I'm like, okay, every time I get angry, you got to remember that ain't you.
So let's break that down for our different level people, as they would say in Jamaica. I think no man fi stir your pot,
and no man fi stir your
pot. As Malachi said,
stir your anger.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
I mean, there's several layers of things, in society that we do have to come to grips with. We are a changing environment in Guyana. A lot of things that we're now seeing we haven't had before, or it was minimal, if ever. Right?
Yeah, but this domestic violence thing turn up right now, bro. Like what's wrong with these guys and some of these women too? Because we can't leave them out. They bunny
guidance, brother. Guidance. A lot of people I know for sure. I'm short of guidance, right? And of course, I have you in my corner as a man I could come to at the end of the day with my troubles. I got some other older brothers same I could come to, and I've been looking on. Even over the weekend, I checked in with my guys because I watched a video on social media. And I say, you know what? It's been a while since I've checked in. And I checked with my guys, yo, what going on? Y'all all right? How was the families? Because in today's society, we work. We go home, we work, we come home, and it's a repeating cycle. and we don't really take the time and sit down and pay attention to the children that we have around us, or pay attention to ourselves, put ourselves in a different environment, different from that cycle that we are accustomed to from Monday to Friday. For some, is Monday to Monday.
And trust me, bro, it's extreme pressure on both sides of the fence. The
Correct.
male side and the female side is a lot of pressure. And this is why I mentioned the counseling. People need a way to get counseling without identifying who they are.
So let's set it up like this. Good. So let's do that part on the government, but I would want to encourage every citizen. Because during that perpetual cycle, the work and the home cycle, and you feel you're boring, you feel nothing going on for you, the only other thing is to turn to the alcohol. This is why it's an always ever-growing industry.
Yeah.
Right? So you're free on Friday, or you get paid on Friday or Saturday, and you're gone to the club, you're gone to the bar and party. Yeah. We've seen this in Guyana a lot.
Some people carry it a little further, like Isla Man said, and they start using all the different type of drugs.
Correct.
To try to escape.
Since we can't readily wipe out the alcohol and the drugs, let's put it in a controlled environment. All y'all got a house, whether you're paying rent or you buy your mother or whatever.
Yeah.
Instead of going to the bar, you buy your bottle of alcohol, which I wouldn't encourage drinking, but if it must, and you sit within your girls group or your guys group or your couples group or whatever, and you talk about life, not just listen to some raggedy music, which just helping to stir your pot, unfortunately.
Exactly. And this is what we keep mentioning. The music is part of the stimuli that is influencing the minds of these young people. Because when I was totally shocked, my brother, I can tell you, I was shocked. Because I got a 19-year-old son, and it was shocking when I saw the guy in real now on a live, and they said, okay, well, he is 21 years old. This is the guy that killed the teacher. I was like, wow, he 2 years older than my son. He really had no life.
He now starting, the family and everything now starting. Of course, they probably had some type of outrage and disagreements because a restraining order was placed against him.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, these are things that could have been dealt with if he and she just simply had a conversation. No, and this is what our people don't understand.
One of the things too, Martin, I'm not going to say sorry. One of the things that I do believe that should have happened, right? When, for example, these young ladies go to court for a restraining order on their boyfriend, their child father, whoever, all right? I do believe that right at that point, when they go to get this restraining order, is where somebody in the police force who is an active counselor, psychologist maybe, will ask these young ladies, listen, who is this person that you want to be restrained from you? Then, if they can find this person, reach out to this person and get into a counseling arrangement. Because if you look at this case, that young lady really and truly should not have died,
Correct.
Because if you had an active system in place, one, they would have tracked down that young man since the restraining order time. They would have tracked him down. All right? And they would have been able to say, okay, let's get to the bottom of this. Let's bring the young lady. Let's bring him. You have a restraining order. Why is this happening between you? And she, at that point, obviously, when that restraining order came out, she was pregnant.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we have a group of individuals in Guyana who are thinking proactive, who are thinking about the mental health of the young people in this country, bro. Because 21 years old and your life done is not an easy thing to watch. If you look at these people who are dying randomly all over the place, just for example, the shooting in Buxton that happened the other day, and I noticed again, the news agencies ain't carrying that particular story. 6 injured, 2 dead. Another young man there, 2 young men.
There was even a stabbing I saw somewhere in one of the markets, where a young lady was stabbed.
Well,
and all of these different things would have happened pretty much periodically, back to back.
Yes, back to back. It's like almost every day something is happening. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute, is there no body? And this is what I'm saying. Where is the women's organization on this when it comes to that level of domestic violence that's playing out against women?
Not
Where
even
is
that.
the men?
Right? Let me tie, not to call on the government aspect, but let me tie that in, whereby we have been calling for the synergy within ministries. Now, the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sports doesn't need to only deal with the actual sports and the actual culture, because now this is what we're discussing is becoming a part of our culture. Unfortunately. So it's different areas within each ministry that we need to be dealing with, right?
Correct.
Tourism is not just about traveling and exploring Guyana. People run to traveling and exploring to get away from something also.
Yeah, they need to
In
free their mind.
education, people like to read. My older brother, God rest his soul, he used to like to read. Anything, especially if he's in a heated moment, he would pick up a book and go in a car now. But that was his way of escaping from whatever was happening.
Yeah, I think everybody has like a different way of using a mechanism to escape from what's happening.
Correct. And I believe the ministries should not just pay attention to the actual verbal aspect of things, but holistically.
Yeah, holistically, they need to look at the situation, because, for example, when they talk about the development of young people and the young people's minds, I mean, I've said this on numerous occasions before, but I'll mention it again. The music that emits a certain type of subliminal messaging to the young people that says, be a gangster, be a bad boy, be a gunman. It only leads a society down the path of decay and degeneration. It's not leading our society towards young people wanting to have a purpose, driven by purpose to accomplish, driven by purpose to do for their country.
It's funny, Malachi, how the same music, after a certain number of years, the same artist would have a different story to tell. Oh, now I'm a different man. Now, now I grow. Now I know I was young then. The same artist, brother.
Yeah, the same ones. I got children now. I got to sing different thing. So your realization just struck you. Their realization just came and struck them like a lightning bolt, blam, at that point in time. And those are some of the things, Martin, I do believe that, our society has to look at. We're calling on all these organizations across Guyana, even Men on a Mission, because Men on a Mission, you're supposed to be going out there and looking for these stories, looking for these.
Yeah, man, not just helping to build houses for family.
No, not just helping to put a house, because you're going to put them in a house and they can eventually kill each other in the house. Because what? They are young. They have not been. A lot of these people who are coming together now, they are coming from single parent homes and they never saw father and mommy together, developing, growing, building together.
Correct. Unfortunately.
And this is where, again, I mean, we're not throwing the blame at the government.
No, it's everybody, even us.
Everybody.
I remember the Guyanese critic was doing a podcast, right, which was the Man Cave. I guess he's a bit busy with everything now to have that going, but in my opinion, that was something men needed. At least I knew I used to, tune in and hear the different discussions as a man, because I've been setting out to write a book, right? I shouldn't give the title. But I've been writing a book, right? To guide men, because I too didn't had a father growing up. You know, I look to not so much the streets, but to the men in the community.
Yeah.
Right. And I was guided by that.
Yeah.
But I also do have a relationship with my father now. So I know the difference now. I always had a relationship with my mother. Right. So this book that I'm working on, hopefully it finished before the year end, but it's gonna be like a guide for men. Because I believe we don't have anything. While we do have a couple of people in our corners here and there, you should be able to come together always. There's always a woman group. I remember growing up, the woman always used to get together, and we used to call it talk name.
Yep.
But they were getting through their problems somewhere or the other.
Society. That's what they say. Omega society.
Men, we need something. And I could only cry on the men because I'm a man.
Yeah.
You know, I can't really feel and the way a woman would, because I believe they always have each other. They got a term that is used, which I can't mention on radio, but it's when women get together, right? They unite.
They unite. Hey, but you know, when we have these conversations, the time really flies. For the listening audience, please leave your comments in the comment section. Follow us on our social media platforms. This is a particular topic. It's a burning topic. Make sure you check us out tomorrow as well, not only for Tantalizing Tuesdays, but tomorrow we have the podcast, which starts at 8 p.m. in the evening on Majestic Music Radio. We got to get ready to get out of here. Make sure you stay glued to the stations with the real vibration. Of course, we're the only syndicated show out of Guyana, South America, 83,000 square miles. Coming up next on slamfm.co.uk at 4 in the afternoon in the UK is going to be The General. Is going to pick it up next on Majestic Music Radio, on my exclusive radio, Cut and Clear Radio, 96.7, 102.3, Triple R Radio, and Studio M is going to be more music and more vibes. Martin, you don't know we got to wrap it up, bro. Your final thoughts before we go.
Well, as you know better, you do better. I will be working on just to let the fellas know, on some type of program, whether it be with government or private sector or whatever. But we're going to work to put together something whereby, you know, you could always reach out, whether it be a hotline number. And even now, you guys have our contact numbers. You could send in messages. You could be anonymous. It don't matter. You could put your name however you choose.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of knowledge. I ain't the brightest, but I just try to carry myself. Of course, Malachi does the same. We are fathers, we are men. So we know to, you know, different things in life. So you could always reach out if you're going through anything, and we're always going to be there, not just for talk music, but anything.
Right. For anything. And at least we could say we're gonna show you something about morals and something about integrity, which can benefit your life.
Yes.
All right. Yes. Gotta get out of here until tomorrow. Check us out tomorrow. Same time, same stations. Tantalizing Tuesday tomorrow. Love your world. Love you, Guyana. One people, one nation, one destiny. Martin, one love, bro.
Yes, brother. One love, man.
Respect. Love you, people. We out of here until tomorrow. Remember, if you're driving, do take it easy. Look out for those not looking out for you. We out of here until tomorrow.
Ike Bolan, ever live strong. Ethiopia, hey, always giving thanks and praise. Father Earth, your creation, jobless, hey. What about repatriation back to Africa? To change your mind. This application paint a black picture with the space you find. Why you want to disguise your black sister? Help her to change her life. You wasting time with bad energy. You make her create a crime. And not about Babylon paper. You move. All when you get enough Babylon paper, you now move. Hey, you want to talk about Babylon paper. You move. And all when you get enough Babylon paper, you now move, yeah. You're running and you're running and you're running on spot. Never know you would have signed the contract. Look like you wait until the bomb drop, or till you turn granddad. Some only interested in ganja. get the blessing and you refuse to thank Jah. Big fancy policy we build. Instead of Africa, you gone on the grave. And I talk about Babylon paper. To move. And all when you get enough Babylon paper, you now move. Babylon paper. To move. And all when you get enough Babylon paper, you now move. No business, not even no basic school. And you know the you don't need the basic tool. Without knowledge you're a basic fool. I cannot play this school. We no want no more failed mission. Still you coming up with some crazy plan. Do all kind of work without the politician. I know you get marking at the granny son. Babylon paper, to move. I know you get enough Babylon paper, you now move. Babylon paper, to move. I know you get enough Babylon paper, you now move. My example we follow. Practice the swimming at the shallow. The way to success is narrow. Hear me now, youths of tomorrow. Someday in a them comfort zone, but later on them a go and come back home. You got to get serious when you pack up your things you'll be leaving out. Babylon paper, to move. And all when them get enough Babylon paper, them now move. Babylon paper, to move. And if you take the same Babylon paper, you not lose when you move. Babylon paper, to move. And all when you get enough Babylon paper, you not move. Babylon paper, to move. And all when you get enough Babylon paper, you not lose. But must be wrong. Babylon paper, to move. And all when you get enough Babylon paper, you now move.
Just take over. All your wicked devices hang over. Run for cover. Righteousness them take over. You can't fully use them no longer. Hey, you fully use them with your wicked device. Alright, now you have to come think twice. Cause your army rising up and they use the maga make the victory go to the bitter cup. Whoa. Cause it's no waiting time. They get the young rise and they use them wise. You try to make the use them bewitched, but look at how they use them switch now. Run take over. Righteousness just take over. All your wicked devices hang over. Run take over. Righteousness them take over. You can't fully use them no longer. Run take over. Righteousness just take over. All your wicked devices hang over. Run take over. Righteousness them take over. You can't fully use them no longer. Never talk about the end of time. Judge say he will show us the sign. Never tell we say destruction will come to the earth who was created in a long, long time. Hey, he talk about the nation of vipers, those with the drones and those with the snipers. Me tell us that them wicked from them come out of diapers. All them wicked tell them taking your life, cause the wicked man will run take over. Righteousness just take over. All your wicked devices hang over. Run take over. Righteousness them take over. You over. Righteousness just take over. All your wicked devices hang over. Run for cover. Righteousness them take over. You can't fool to use them no longer. By your words you shall be judged. Every wicked act in the stock. Everything that you put back to back. I said the righteous things will come over and take over wicked intention. Run for cover. Righteousness just take over. All your wicked devices hang over. Run for cover. Righteousness them take over. You can't fool to use them no longer. Run for cover. Duck and squeeze and go under. All the righteousness get wiser. Run for cover. Righteousness them take over. You can't fool to use them no longer. Hey, boy, righteousness take over. Yeah, oh.
Promise, no promises, me they are representing, yeah. Mama Africa, whoa, it's calling me. Yeah. So much distance to cover. Oh, before I can see your face again. Yeah. Too long, too far, too long away. Mama Africa, all I wanna do is kiss your face again. Ooh. And I wish that I can run, come now and see you. Run, come see my sister and my uncle and my auntie. Can none of them place wrong, yes, so can be you. Mama Africa, yes, you're calling me. I'm longing for, yeah. Mama, yes, I'm dying for. Dying. When you see me come running, yes, I'm running for. So when you see me on the road, don't ask. One thing they say in my heart, Mama Africa's love. South Africa, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, big up the Yak and go straight back to Mali. From the Sahara down to Egypt, Madagascar out to sea, yeah. Penetrate from the east, Tanzania and Kenya, big up all Somalis. Africa, where may I say? But tell them, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, and a King Selassie, I am set me free. Africa is calling me. I'm longing for. Mama, yes, I'm dying for. And when you see me come running, yes, I'm running for. So when you see me on the road, don't one thing they say in my heart, Mama Africa's love. Yeah. So much distance to cover before I can see your face again. Too long, too far, too long away. Mama Africa, all I wanna do is kiss your face again. Ooh. I wish that I can run, come now and see you. See you. Run, come see my sister and my uncle and my auntie. Can none of them place wrong, yes, I can be you. Yeah. Mama Africa, yes, you're calling me. I'm longing for. Yeah. Mama, yes, I'm dying for. Mama, you see me come running, yes, I'm running for. So when you see me on the road, don't One thing that's in my heart, Mama Africa's love. I'm longing for. Oh. Your love, Mama, yes, I'm dying for. Yeah. And when you see me come running, yes, I'm running for. So when you see me on the road, don't ask. One thing that's in my heart, Mama Africa. Turn up the music.
Just part of the grind for me to go greater. This what come before greater. Them say not to them, say Sammy, if you never push the gospel, so much money could have made. Alright then, what's the point of singing all of Jesus tune that if you never reap the fame or get your brain? Alright then, and if the God yourself so read and tell me how come you still feel so much of pressure and pain? Mr. Wise inside his own eyes and alive the life he knows by what he finds and observes. Blindly guided by them one find for them here to find them more style like to advise you watch your word. Intellectual enlightened bright mind to them only my I can't find Christ usually weeds them on this girl. And even though we suffer loss, we now actually return. Cause the glory that we earn in the end is all worth it. Even if you find me buried in the valley, I am not wasting my time. No, he is working on me, don't be sorry for me. This is just a part of the grind.